Hey everyone, welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. In today's episode, we're going to be studying a piece by the AI generative artist known as Marco, and in today's episode, we're going to be discussing elements of the dream as well as the Dreamcore aesthetic, which combines the unsettling and the nostalgic. So let's just jump right into it. So whenever you first see this work, of course, we have a very wide landscape here. You're likely going to be wondering what exactly is happening here. We don't have much to go off of, and it feels very strange in many different ways. Of course, one of the first things I notice is the use of space, right? We have this single river which divides the composition into two individual parts, and of course that also meets in a area in the far back as well. What we also see here, of course, wild array of color, right? We have everything from orange to blue to green to yellow, purple, so much going on within this composition. This creates a very chaotic and wild visual experience. Your eye is going to be darting from color to color. There is no set form, no set color, no set, tone to the work at hand. So it is quite wild, chaotic, may feel a little unsettling due to that as well. We also see the elements and impacts of form, right? It appears as if, each one is almost growing or kind of emerging out from one another. But even then, there are these endless hallways and these endless slides which kind of go to nowhere. So it is quite unsettling, may confuse the viewer as well. Once again, form is of course a very important element of this piece. This also gives a sense of rhythm, right? One layer to another, the eye is going to be darting back and forth. It's going to go to the peaks from one to another, of course, dancing around the composition. I wanted to ask you guys, what do y'all feel when you view this composition, or what's coming to mind when you first view this work? Of course, like I mentioned earlier, it's hard to say exactly where this is or what this may be. It is reminiscent of a amusement park. It is reminiscent even of a river walk with that river in the center. It is even reminiscent of a water park as well, right? We have these various slides and a lot of waterworks going on within this composition. But like I said, it is strange. It is unsettling. It defies expectation. I think that's incredibly important when we're looking at this work. Of course, it does feel quite pointless as well, right? When you have these random hallways and entryways, slides which lead to nowhere, it's hard to say exactly why this exists or, what exactly is happening. But regardless, that's all very important when we're looking at this work. It feels like we're almost in a dream in many different ways, right? And this segues into the Dreamcore aesthetic. The Dreamcore aesthetic is a movement largely defined by childhood nostalgia, childhood colors, and then the late 90s, early 2000s influences, all of which are used in the Dreamcore aesthetic. It combines most famously a sense of nostalgia with a sense of horror or the unsettling. I think we certainly feel this here. It is quite unsettling. When you don't know where you are or why this place exists, that is no doubt going to feel quite unsettling. And yes, nightmares are also considered dreams as well. The way in which these forms kind of grow and emerge one after another, that certainly is quite